A Guide to Neurodiverse Connections worries about Positive Behaviour Support, PBS, EasyRead version. Neurodiverse Connection is a community interest company that supports well-being for neurodivergent people. We are working on a big project called the Culture of Care. When we talk about the culture of care, we mean how mental health hospitals do their work. We are helping them to become better at supporting autistic people. As part of this work, we've been looking at what research says about PBS for autistic people. There is a lot of research that shows PBS is not a good way to support autistic people. If you want to look at the research, which is not EasyRead, it's on our website. We think that some of the reasons why it is not a good way of providing support are also true for people with learning disabilities. But there isn't research that tells us what people with a learning disability think about PBS. This guide is to help people with a learning disability understand our worries so they can share their views about PBS. What is Positive Behaviour Support, PBS? Positive Behaviour Support, PBS, is a way of supporting people to change how they behave. It is used in places like schools, hospitals, and care homes. One reason we are worried about PBS is that staff don't all do it the same way. Some of the ways it is done are harmful to people. It is often used with people whose behaviour is described as challenging. PBS comes from the idea of behaviourists. Behaviourists focus on what people do, not what they feel or need. Why do people like using Positive Behaviour Support, PBS? Some staff like using Positive Behaviour Support, PBS, because it can change how a person acts. It can make the person seem more normal to others. This can help people around them feel more comfortable, but the person themselves may feel more uncomfortable. Some people say that PBS can help people around the person feel safe, but we don't know how the person feels. Why we do not agree with Positive Behaviour Support, PBS, and why it may not be good for people with learning disabilities either. There is a lot of research that shows that PBS is not good for autistic people. Here we share what the research says. We think that some of these things are also true for people with a learning disability. 1. PBS is not designed for neurodivergent people. The International Journal of PBS said that PBS was not created for autistic people, and there is a research that it can be harmful for them. Neurodiverse Connection wonders if that is also true for people with a learning disability. 2. PBS does not give people their human rights. The Irish Court on Disability Matters said that PBS does not support a human rights approach. They said it can take away basic rights, such as the right to make choices, be treated with respect, and live without being forced to do things. 3. PBS can cause harm. PBS can sometimes mean staff do harmful things, like taking away things people enjoy or ignoring their needs. Research shows that this can cause long-lasting damage to people. This means it has a very bad effect on a person's well-being, which leads to feelings of sadness, anxiety, or even thoughts of self-harm. 4. PBS and racism. Research shows that Black people are more likely to be treated unfairly in mental health services. Staff using PBS may not fully understand the extra difficulties Black people face. They might focus too much on their actions instead of the reasons behind them. There hasn't been research about this, but Neurodiverse Connection thinks there needs to be them. 5. PBS is not always high quality. Some places say they are using PBS, but they do not always do it properly. There is not enough evidence to show that PBS works well in real-life situations. Staff using PBS aren't always well trained. 6. PBS is based on a harmful idea. PBS comes from the idea that you should try to change or fix people instead of accepting them as they are. It doesn't consider the person's thoughts and feelings. It concentrates more on making them fit into society's idea of normal. 7. There are better ways to support people. Neurodiverse Connection believes there are other ways to support people. These ways are more respectful, kind, and better suited to the needs of neurodivergent individuals. They focus on treating people with dignity and respecting their choices. One example is the Autistic Space Framework, based on research by autistic doctors. In conclusion, we want people to be supported in ways that accept them for who they are, not in ways that try to change them to fit society's ideal of what is normal. We want to hear from you. Go to our website to share your story and join our campaign. Tell us what your experience with PBS. Help us find the missing information. Your views matters.